away with it. Really, watch around the world. The best government can do in this scenario is that whatever opposition is doing must be peaceful. Yep. Yes. That whatever their response should really be a democratic response as well. Yes. So the issue is, it is not about the intention of opposition. The intentions are very clear. Opposition wants to take power, and if you are reckless with the power, I will definitely point and say, look, he's making a mistake, so that you become unpopular.
To drop out of their hands.
So it is your responsibility as a government to say, oh, these people are pointing at the weaknesses, let us go out and correct it. That's how you put yourself in order, and that is the democratic process. It is not about election today, and then you sit back. It is about pointing at the weaknesses of the state, of the government, and say, look, they are failing, prices are high, and all. So it is really, the challenge is back into government's court to come up and say, yes, what the opposition is showing, it is true. Let us try to address some of these problems. And if you try to, if we cannot address now, let's go out and explain to the people and say, yes, it is true, there are these challenges, but we are not sleeping, we are doing ABCD. But you cannot confront people with tear gas. You cannot just confront people with live bullets. You cannot confront people by threats, by police spokesman, spokesperson, the IGP, the Minister of Internal Affairs coming and say, we shall crush you. I think one thing that I want to put right is that this is not even about dialogue between government and opposition.
Yes, what is it about?
This is really about government responding to a current existing situation, a current existing structure, crisis. It is not even enough to say that government is this thing is worldwide. Yes, it is worldwide, but how are people responding? How did Obama respond to the crisis in the United States? America is one of the free market economies in the world. But people were bailed out. Business banks were bailed out. True. Government came deliberately really to go even borrowing money from China, from elsewhere, and say, no, we must save this situation. And they were able, and the opposition were very critical. And they were saying, no, you are failing, you are failing. But government went on. And today, as we speak, America is in a much better position than where they are. So the question government should be asking ourselves, and Ugandans should be asking ourselves, that what are the current challenges that this government fears to confront? One, there's a rising cost of living. And this rising cost of living is affecting everybody. By the way, these police, even they are going to walk back to their barracks.
What do you mean they'll walk back? They have buses.
Me, I'm telling you. You see, you wait, you stand up. Me always, I give lift to so many who go to Tinda because I pass there.
Yes.
There are those who go to Zambia, they just cross across the railway line and whatever, and you see them.
So even policemen walk to work?
Yes, they walk to the barracks. Then there is unemployment.
Yes.
Which is a fact. There is a lot of unemployment. Then there is the issue of governance and democratic institutions that this government needs to provide, like the Electoral Commission. And that is where, when he talks about iPod does no, you don't need to bring
I think it was basically
iPod to address the cost of living. You don't need to bring iPod.
It's kind of expired, actually.
You should bring iPod to address the issue of governance and putting a framework for democratic institution. Now, like in this case, what is happening here? This is a peaceful demonstration, and people have demonstrated that it is actually peaceful. There are some individuals who walked without being intercepted by police. They were followed by you, the media people. For example, I went to Odongautao,
yes,
walking all the way, crossing roads, obeying traffic rules, crossing here and there, and he walked all the way up to Parliament. Right. No problem.
Well, then would enter at one point would enter his car, then
but that is really up to him. But where the police came up to confront, I think this is where government, first of all, I think government must come to apologize. Because for example, let me tell you, I've been in hospital, just had an operation, and I was watching what happened on Monday.
Yes, on television.
On TV.
Yes.
Even whatever explanation the government will give me, I'm not, even at my level, I'm not going to be convinced because of the way my leader was handled. Besigye was handled behind it. Pick up. That is a provocation of war. That is a provocation of war.
Yes.
How do you expect the ordinary people down there to see their leader? You look at Bagbo. Bagbo was arrested. Out of all this war in Ivory Coast, after all this thing,
yes.
How was Bagbo treated?
Very, very local.
You see, they even treated him. They gave him a towel. You clean yourself. They gave him clothing, and the guy had refused to leave his bunker. Very many people died. Because you anticipate and say, yes, the leader may have done something bad, but how we
give him some respect.
Yes, how we treat him is going to shape the response of the people.
Reagan,
for example, the people who have you look at the crowd today.
Yes.
Those crowd who turn up. Really, honestly speaking, why were they turning up? Nobody mobilized them.
Right.
Especially when they heard that Dr. Besigye was shot. The crowd that came out, the crowd that came out actually doubled.
But Monday was different. We didn't witness that kind of crowd.
For example, Besigye was not running. The guy was just seated. And then you go at short range and shoot at him. Really? For what? You have your hands on him. You can even carry him. You can even take him to the car. You can even drag him. You needed not to have a bullet. Then you throw at him. Why do you go throwing tear gas in the hospital, in the police? Police are trained. Any security man is trained. For example,
which police? The civil police or the military police?
All of them. Military people are trained that if you are coming to a rescue mission, say you are coming to arrest me and my honorable colleague here, we are in the studio here. You know that there are so many innocent people here.
Yes.
Are you just going to throw tear gas here to get everybody in order for me to get smoked up? That really would do.
So maybe
the challenges.
Okay, sorry, all right, we have to go for a break. We'll go into that.
The challenges is that I think if these people don't know, even by this mere response, they're increasing the economic. He has just mentioned that the government gets the pinch more by spending more money on tear gas, on police. And by the way, some of the operatives, the security operatives, are happy because these are the small fellows. When there are crises, they say, please, let the opposition do, and they come with fake intelligence reports so that operation money
we can get more. Well, this is Spectrum listeners. To give you an update, Dr. Besigye was shot in the fourth finger, his ring finger. I think he suffered a fracture from preliminary reports we are receiving. He's been treated, and I think he's been discharged and taken to hospital. Several opposition politicians have been jailed overnight, I think. I can't give you the details. Some of them were still, having their bail processed. We can also confirm, Radio 1 can also confirm that a lady was shot in Kajansi. Later, she passed away. One person, at least, according to media news reports we have from the newsroom, died after being shot. Some children suffered complications, apparently, because of tear gas hurled at a place near where they were being treated. We'll be back after this break.
Let's offer you a credit card with real value and reward and enable you to shop in Uganda and at millions of retail outlets worldwide, including online shopping. Let's give you the power to borrow cash right when you need it and offer you 55 interest-free days for card purchases.